I don't know if anyone is going to see this video. It might be a miracle if someone does. But it would be nice if, let's say, for example, this was someone else's hideout and I was invited to a group. So just pretend that I'm a party member and there's a dude in the party and this is his hideout, not my hideout. And he's invited me into his group and I'm now in his hideout and it's like, okay, cool. So the dude's told me he's got like maps, for example, that he's now got in one of his currency tabs and it's made public for the trade site. Now he's invited me to the group so I could browse his maps because I asked in trade who's selling maps and he's got a tab with his maps there. I'm in his hideout and I pretend this is his stash and I go to his stash and he's like, okay, this is my... Okay, obviously it'll be on one of the stash tabs where you've got stuff for sale, like so, like I've got a bunch of stuff for sale, but let's say this is now someone else's stash tab. It's got their prices on, just like I've got my prices on mine. And I'm like, ooh, I want that and I want that, like a way a vendor works. And then when you click on the item, the money that it's charging or the currency that it's charging, whatever the price is, immediately goes into your currency tab. When they take an item, they go to the maps, for example, they buy the maps that they want to buy. The currency goes into your currency tab automatically. Only the public folders of public tabs are visible. So let's say these are the ones that are visible and I'm now in someone else's stash or in someone else's thing and all I see is the ones that are available and I'm like, ooh, let's go and see what he's got there. Ooh, I want to buy that, for example. I hit control, I hit my click and I've bought it for 3 exalted. And my 3 exalted disappear from my stash and it goes into his stash and a notification pops up on your window and their window saying someone's made a purchase and how much it was purchased for. Then you know your stuff's being sold, the guy knows his stuff's being bought, and everybody's happy. And yeah, that would be a nice little thing. If they can't add an exchange the way everybody wants an exchange, I think this would be a good idea to use. I mean, invite the person to your hideout, let them go to your stash, buy what they want, and they leave. They browse your goods, and if they want something, they take it, and they're gone. Simple. You don't have to go through the whole mission of making an exchange. If people want to buy stuff, you can be like, hey, I've got a bunch of stuff for sale. Come to my group, and whatever you take, you buy. It's like you got the choice to buy it or you don't. If you want to buy it, you buy it. There might be something that he wants that he doesn't even know he needs yet. It's just an idea, but I think it would be a good idea. I've got other ideas, but don't know how to get them out there, and no one seems to respond to my things on the posts on the forum. So yeah, the only time a Triple G member actually responds to me is when they're removing one of my posts when I tell them how much the game's sucking at the moment. It would be nice if they could just reduce the loss of experience after level 90. I mean, if you level 95, and it took me 2 tier 15 maps to get to there. No, 3 tier 15 maps to get that much experience from there to there. And it's taken me now like 3 or 4 tier 16 maps on plus levels, high levels of Atlas. So I'm doing like tier 16, tier 17, and it took 3 of those to get here. And then when you die once, your experience is gone. And it doesn't just take the experience you got from like a few mobs that you killed in the one dungeon. It takes all the experience that you've done from like 3 different dungeons in one hit. It's like, dude, it took me 4 maps or 5 maps to get those 3 bubbles, and now it's gone in one hit. It's like, no ways. It's utter bullshit. After 90, when you reach level 90, they should reduce the experience loss down to like 5% or 4% or something. Because the numbers are higher, the percentages are bigger, and if you take off 10%, it's not like you're taking off 10% at... if you look at... I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but the numbers are definitely very high. I mean, look at this. Billions of experience. Now, when you're a lot lower, 10% of 2 million is 20,000. But 10% of 2 billion is way more than 20,000. So that's just stupid. So if you take off like 5%, you're taking off the equivalent of the experience you lost when you were a lower level. So as your level gets higher, that little 10% that everyone's like, oh, it's just 10% that you lose. But when you level 90 something plus, your loss of experience of 10% is enough experience to collect from like 3 or 4 dungeons, 3 or 4 maps, and it's like that's a lot of experience lost for a death, and it's just ridiculous. I don't think that any single person from Triple G has actually played past level 90. They've probably all gone to like level 50, level 60 to test how the things are, maybe done a couple of maps, like tier 1, tier 2 maps, and been like level 80 and been like, okay, cool, so we'll fix this stuff. I don't think any one of them has actually put the time and the effort in to play the game without any cheats or hacks or like, okay, we'll just make a level 90 character, gear it up and put it into a tier 16 for testing. I'm talking about actually playing the game, going past level 90 and actually losing the experience from all the time that you've put in. And it's like a constant digression instead of progression. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's disastrous. And I think if they actually tried it themselves and saw how much experience they actually lost after level 90, after it takes you 3 or 4 hours to collect 1/4 bar of experience, and you lose most of it in one death. It's bullshit. It's utter bullshit. They need to fix that.